It's UvaldeRadio.net. I'm Robert Miguel. There you go. Some local love, some Texas-based music there. The song is called Close Enough by Dominik Alexi, and I think his buddy's on that recording as well, too. But as luck would have it, he's performing tonight, Friday Night Live at Broadway 830 here in beautiful downtown Uvalde, 100 East Main Street. Showtime is at 7 o'clock. They're going to be playing until about 10 with some breaks in there. Your opportunity to have a nice ice-cold craft beer and a delicious artisan pizza. And I've got Dominik Alexi on the phone with me right now. Welcome, sir.
Hey, hi, how you doing?
Hey, man, it's good to talk to you. We just played your song, which was called Close Enough. You're a Uvalde boy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I was literally born and raised here. Definitely kind of growing up, got to a point where I was like, gosh, man, why does everybody have to know everybody here? But after going away to college for a little while, I learned that it's a good thing. So it's a good thing to know people.
No, I tell you what, now I was born and raised Uvaldean. I moved away as a teenager. My family, moved away for my dad's work, and I came back as a much older adult than you are. Mm. So I've been back for about 3 years, and I'm coming up on 50. And I'm telling you what, as a single adult who's divorced, yeah, small town, it is hard, man, just kind of having a life. Everybody knows each other, and, everybody's dated each other at that point. It's kind of nuts. I can only imagine what it's like as a young adult. I've already had my fun, had my kids. I've got college-age kids, too. So I can only imagine what you guys go through. As young adults, you just want to get the heck out of here. But the best ones always come back, and that's really cool. So you're Julio's kid, right? You're a Valdez.
Yeah. So my family owns Julio's Grill here in Uvalde on Getty Street, and I think we're about 18 years strong now, going on 20.
Y'all got some good food. What is the secret? You got all the recipes? Do you have access to all that information?
If I'm going to be honest with you, I am not at all the cook. I don't know any of that sort of thing. I mean, I can cook some things, but I'm not the one who chefs up everything. Actually, and I'll let you in on a secret. Okay. So my dad literally taught my brothers to do everything as far as cooking, and so now they are the ones that have their hand heavily in making the food good. And so if you think it's better, that's. I mean, I'm not trying to make offense to my dad or anything.
No. Hey, man.
I didn't mean for it to come out that way, but they definitely do a good job.
That is what parents want to hear. They want to hear that their kids are doing, what they did even better. We want to see improvement on the legacy that we leave, and that's awesome. But yeah, man, Julio's awesome stuff. I don't want this to turn into a Julio's interview, but man, that's some good food and some good people. Julio's, that family and that restaurant does so much good in the community. So I'm sure that you're just proud as punch of all that legacy you got to share. So again, we are talking to Dominik here. Now, you are a musician. You've got a couple of recordings, and we just played one of them. Really cool sound you got going on. Before we get into the music, let's go ahead and talk about a brief history of you in Uvalde. Obviously, you were born and raised here. You went away to college. When was that, and when did you come back?
So, actually, we'll kind of just kick it early ages real quick. I started singing choir here in Uvalde at my church, First Baptist Church, and literally stuck with that. And even in high school, did choir, did mariachi, a little bit of jazz, and then my brothers and I, and the guy who's going to play with me tonight, Jake Harrison, we all had a band, and we played Sunday service at First Baptist Church as well. So we did that for, I want to say, the majority of my high school career. Okay. And then went off to college, and I didn't really play much live stuff. I kind of just played on my own thing, kind of just messed around with recording or whatever. And now I'm back, graduated, and just trying to play again in public because I miss it so much. And really, that's where a lot of the magic happens there too, is live. So.
Now, you got it together enough to have a couple of decent recordings, and obviously you're beloved here in town, so I'm sure your family is going to come out in full force tonight to see you. And I've seen you, guys. I go to First Baptist as well, so I've seen you perform, so I know you're the real deal. How seriously are you pursuing music? I guess what I'm getting at is you went to college. What did you study? Right. What are you going after, and is music part of it?
I graduated with a business degree at Mays Business School, and as a matter of fact, I'm actually still taking some prerequisites for PA school, physician assistant school.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, something that I found about myself is that, like, I don't necessarily stick with everything as much as I'd like to.
Okay.
But music has always been a part of my life, you know, and it's always, I don't think I can ever imagine it leaving. And really the end goal is to be able to, like, have a job that will cater to me being able to do music eventually more as a full-time thing. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing now, is really just trying to take it more seriously. And, you know, hopefully, God willing, I'll be able to, you know, perform here maybe like once a month or something, and just keep myself accountable. Maybe even, obviously, after this whole COVID situation clears up, even out of town and stuff like that, that'd be wonderful.
Well, I think that's a really cool, realistic approach you're taking. You know, kind of, you know, get that job. Hopefully that job is compatible to pursuing a musical career, maybe do the weekend warrior thing. You know, I think that's a really realistic take on it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about your music. Now, you got a cool sound. The songs we're playing, are these originals that you put together with your buddy Jake? Where do you get the sound, the songs, I guess, that your original stuff?
Yeah, so both of them are completely original. I think the first one that you just heard, Close Enough, I wrote that in high school. We had, like, an assignment that we had to, like, write a song or something, and I had wrote it back then, and then I guess a few years later passed, right, and then we ended up recording it. But the one that you're going to hear next, Let's Love, was actually the first one that we recorded, and I wrote that a couple of years back, I guess. But that one, man, it was so much fun, you know. It was cool. Now that I'm kind of reflecting back on it, I remember when we started recording that song, me and Jake were just like, you could just see it in our eyes, like, yo, you have to, like, keep on doing this, you know?
Yeah.
It was weird, and then we just, I guess because we played so often together, there's just a natural chemistry between us, and he's much better than I am as a musician, no doubt, but he knows me really well, and he knows, like, how I function and stuff, and I'm very comfortable with him, but he definitely pushes my limits, and I think there's a lot that I have to add for him, I guess. Like I said, he is better, but there's some things that I haven't, as far as, like, taste that I have to offer, and just, like, ideas and stuff. I feel like I'm a very idealistic and ambitious type of person when it comes to the music and stuff, so.
Yeah, I feel like musicians, a lot of times you find that whether it's the Lennon McCartney, the John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, you know what I mean, that other half, you know, that kind of completes what, you know, makes you live up to your potential, and part of being a good musician is being able to recognize that other person and saying, you know what, I could do this on my own, but man, we're both going to do a lot better if we kind of join forces. So, for as far as a live show goes, when you, Dominik, are performing with Jake, what does that look like? Do you switch off on the vocals? Is it mainly you on vocals and him doing a lot of the instrumentation? What does that look like?
Yeah, so I'll do a lot of the vocals, and he'll do a lot of instrumentation. I'm sure that once I get, like, kind of tired or something, need a break or something, he'll probably jump in and do a few songs of his own, a few covers. And he actually sings as well. It wasn't until recently until that he started singing more openly. I was like, man, where have you been, dude? Like, you need to continue doing that. So, yeah, I'm excited. We'll definitely have some covers that people will enjoy, and throw some originals. We also will be playing some originals that you haven't heard. That'll hopefully be coming out pretty soon as well. So. Hopefully those will be liked.
We're talking to Dominik Alexi, who's performing tonight, 7 o'clock at Broadway 830, downtown Uvalde. It's going to be a good time. Friday Night Live. He'll be joined by Jake Harrison. But as far as the recordings that you have here, let's go and talk about them. Did you just engineer these on your own? Did you go to a studio? And then what are your plans for, like, the other songs you've already got? Are you considering putting together an EP, or how does that look?
Yeah, so as far as the recordings that you're hearing today, those were, like, made in our bedroom sort of thing.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, and Jake kind of, like, that guy, is very talented. Let me just say real quick. I have to throw that out there. But yeah, he's had a very much a heavy hand in like doing like a lot of the sound engineering. I did do like a lot of, really writing the songs, putting the structure together, stuff like that. But he's definitely kind of brought it more to life. So with this new things that we'll be coming out with, he will also probably doing more of like the sound engineering, but also with time, he's gotten better at that. Mm-hmm. And that's something I definitely want to get, great at as well, because I don't always want to have to rely on somebody or anything, but, in time and like I said, I'm very much trying to do this music thing more seriously now. So, and, God willing, it'll happen. I just it's a lot of prioritizing. A lot of things are happening now for me as well. Now that I'm back in Uvalde, but I'm definitely making music much more of a priority. So,
well, we're going to play that second song here in just a minute. But before I get into that, let's go ahead and talk about your sound. Now, what are the influences that I guess came into play when it came to making these couple of songs and the other handful that I guess that you've already got? Is there a certain sound you're going for, a certain like format, genre, and if so, what is it that kind of brought all that together?
Actually, I can't really say that there was anything that I was going for. Mm-hmm. A lot of it is just kind of, what I'm feeling at the time and what sounds good when I'm playing the guitar while I'm singing. And then, but I think what a lot of my influences are, kind of just depends on the music that I'm listening to. For instance, like a lot of my really big influences now, or kind of always have been, like I like a lot of like John Mayer. He mm-hmm. has like a lot of like groovy type of funky, jazzy stuff. Of course, like Bruno Mars is probably my like number one, just because that guy can do everything.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah,
he's amazing. I like a lot of old style type of music, like my parents, what they grew up listening to. I love R&B, rap, hip hop. I love it all. If I'm being honest with you, and really, I take from everything. So I can't pinpoint. You know what I mean? It's really hard to do that, but. Yeah, usually whatever just comes out. And then also, same thing with, like, Jake. Like, I'll write the song and I'll play it for him, right? And then he'll throw in a little bit of his flavor in there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, man, like, put that down. Or I'll tell him to tweak it a little bit, and then he does it. And, yeah, so really it's just a lot of, like, collaboration and mixing our different elements and stuff and making it into what it is now. So...
Well, man, this stuff, for a bedroom recorded demo, this stuff sounds really, really great. And I cannot wait till some big name producer gets a hold of you and really kind of, puts a really big pro spin on this stuff. Because I think I mentioned this to you earlier. Like this song we're about to play, I think it sits somewhere in between like Bruno Mars and Maroon 5. And it's just got a cool, sexy vibe. Really pop radio friendly. So, man, I really dig what you're doing, man. So, and I know you come from good people. So, I wish you the best. So, again, we've been talking to Dominik Alexi. He's performing tonight at Broadway A3 along with his buddy and collaborator, Jake Harrison. So, everybody get on out and support. Anything you want to do a shout out since you're local, man, to anybody that's listening right now? Julio's!
I'll just give a shout out to Julio's, honestly. If you can't make it out to Broadway tonight at 7, and try to make it to Julio's for breakfast or lunch.
There you go. Very nice. Yeah, whatever money you don't spend at Broadway, spend it at Julio's for some menudo or some tacos or something. All right, man. Well, Dominik, it's been really cool talking to you, man. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I guess if anybody do you have like a music page or, anything like on Facebook or Insta or anything?
Oh, yeah. You can actually, I almost skipped this whole thing, but if you want to listen to my music, you can find it under Dominik Alexi at Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and then I guess if you want, because a lot of people misspell it or whatever, no biggie, but Dominik is Dominik, and then Alexi is Alexi. So, yeah, you'll find it there. And Jake also has some of his own stuff on Spotify, Apple Music under Jake Harrison. I think y'all can figure out how to spell that pretty easily. But he's got some great stuff too. So give him a look and stuff. He was great. So yeah.
Right on. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play this song. It's called Let's Love. Give me a quick little, explanation as to what inspired this song, what it's about, and I'm going to get it right on the radio.
So real quick, I pull a lot from like my own experience as well as others. Uh-huh. And kind of basically what it's about is like really just messing up in a relationship, but knowing that at the same time like that's going to happen, and really just like getting past all of like the stupid fake stuff and just getting down to the real stuff and love it, basically.
All right, very good.
Simply as I can put it, honestly.
That's good stuff. Again, well, here it is. Well, thank you, man. Thanks so much for talking to us for a few minutes. Again, we've been talking to Dominik Alexi, and here's the song Let's Love. This is UvaldeRadio.net. We'll see you tonight at Broadway 830. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me.
Only love knows what I would do if I could get you in my arms, show you how truly my heart feels for you. But babe, I can't seem to push through. I've changed the shape I was made. Is there another way to get to you? I'm trying. I know you're sick of the lying. That's why you kicked my ass right to the curb when you found out it's true what you heard. I'm trying. Baby, I'm so close to dying. It's probably what I deserve, but you know that won't break the curse. So let's love, you know we're good at it. Let's love, time to break the static. Let's love, oh no more plastic. Let's love, we were made for that. Let's love, you know we're good at it. Let's love, time to break the static. Let's love, oh no more plastic. Let's love, we were made for that. Oh girl, I think that I know you. Don't wanna try to divide the love that's been multiplied to me and you. We gave each other too much to lose, to let the mistakes that we made get in between the fate that held us through. I'm trying. I know you're sick of the lying. That's why you kicked my ass right to the curb when you found out it's true what you heard. I'm trying. Baby, I'm so close to dying. It's probably what I deserve, but you know that won't break the curse. So let's love, you know we're good at it. Let's love, time to break the static. Let's love, oh no more plastic. Let's love, we were made for that. Let's love, you know we're good at it. Let's love, time to break the static. Let's love.